because we have such a confusing law system, okay, is it really the intent of the court to put the burden upon the citizen that they know each and every law, statute, and code that exists in the written word? Because I have to say, even you, judges and lawyers, don't know every state, statute, code, law, federal, state, city, whatever, that's in writing. So how could you possibly know that you're being a law-abiding citizen at all times? I'm sure there's some law that you're breaking that you don't know exists. And that's what's going on. Like, some, for instance, say somebody wants to start selling their own lotion. Seems like a pretty reasonable entrepreneurial thing for someone to want to do. Put some vitamins in it, put it in a bottle, and if it sells good, then hey, they'll make a name for themselves. If people like it, they'll recommend it. But there are so many laws restricting somebody from doing that. And that in order to engage in business, one has to either break a law and wait, hopefully the enforcing agencies that notice it will inform them first instead of just immediately fining them. But there have been cases like crazy cases where no one's getting informed and no one's getting a letter and they're just, getting sent to jail. Like, what? I didn't know I was breaking a law. What law are you talking about? Fourth interstate commerce. What is that? I was just trying to sell lotion. Now, I don't sell lotion, okay, but I would like to one day design a lotion. And I'm struggling with, I have a pre-med degree with basically a minor in chemistry. They don't give me the minor because it's so close to my actual degree, because it's mostly chemistry. It's like it's lots of chemistry, okay? So I want to design a lotion. I'm a health person. I want to design supplements, okay? It would be awesome. Dr. Mercola's like my hero, okay? But I have a problem with that. These laws are ridiculous. I am just a girl with 57,000 plus in student loan debt, okay? And I worked my butt off and I got a good GPA, but I don't want to work for your drug companies, okay? For one. And I don't really want to be a nurse and issue vaccines, administer them, and be forced to promote them. And I don't want to be a doctor and pimp those things. And I don't want to take out another 100,000 in student loans to be a naturopath where I could maybe prescribe some meaningful medicine. And you all know what I mean. So I'm stuck. I want to start something simple. Maybe I can earn the money to go to naturopath school. In the old economy, before this crazy amount of government intervention, people could be entrepreneurs and be creative and figure out ways to make money and pay for their house or pay for their education instead of getting a loan. But there are so many regulations, it's almost like the government is in on it with the banks. Doesn't it just seem that way? So my proposal is that the government no longer assumes the citizens know all of their crazy laws, okay? Yes, we know not to steal and kill each other, of course. You know what I mean? We know those things. But can you say this word at this decibel level in this place at this time? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Can you have a cow? I don't know, it depends. Just weird things people don't know. Quit assuming that they know, and instead of making a team of lawyers a necessary life tool for every individual to get by, no wonder people start LLCs. Then they can have a bunch of real individuals help them with their fake individual that can have a team of lawyers because of all the laws that the fake individual doesn't know that they're breaking because they're crazy. Or the fake individual gets really successful and it pays for laws that keep other fake individuals from coming up in the world and subsequently real individuals. So, I hope you understand what I'm saying. Instead, we should just get some notice or look at this statute or whatever. I had to to email City Hall in Sarasota and be like, am I allowed to put posters up? And you know what I found out? I'm not allowed to put posters up. I'm not allowed to hand posters out. I'm not allowed to say, like, to stand on a street corner and talk to people as they walk by, like a newsboy used to do. News, news, get your news here. You're not allowed to do that. Do you understand? Free speech, free press. Are you getting that? There are codes and ordinances that, like, totally keep us from fulfilling our true constitutional rights. They just have it wrapped up, like, all the way wrapped up. So maybe you think it's ridiculous that I think people need a notice instead of immediate imprisonment or jail or fine in this economy when we all know we can't make money without risking breaking those ordinances or codes or whatever, not charging the right percent tax. Oh my gosh. Which I always just over and pay extra tax. That's what I do on my quarterly or whatever. I'm just like, extra tax. Like 30, I only owe them like $10 anyway at the most, usually. Because I'm so, like, my business was so pathetic, and now I'm just going to vlog. And that's the end of this whole vlog. There are so many regulations. If I don't want to sell synthetic drugs, and I don't want to, you know, whatever, I'm left with free speech. I'm left with the vlogs, and I'm left with, like, Blog Talk Radio. I'm looking into that. If any of you think, like, you would listen to me on a radio show, please, like, comment here and say, I think you'd make a good radio show. Because then you don't have to look at me the whole time, like, with my flappy arms and stuff. And crying and being like, oh, like crazy and going making faces. I get it. So if you think I would have a good radio show about just the insanity of our government, I enjoy going on rants and doing monologues because I'm just a very expressive person. But let me know. And I hope you understand my point about these laws and their ridiculousness. So, and the economy and how it would get better if we just, you know, had a reasonable system that allowed freedom. Okay, bye.